Hey guys, it's Bailey and welcome back to the channel. This is going to be a quick review of the Colourpop bronzers. I'm totally late to this party, but I recently put in an order for the Coffee Break with Danny Metamorphosis palette, got a few other goodies in there, and had to pick some of these up as well. And a few of you had asked for my thoughts on them, so I thought I'd share them. I was going to do a haul, but I am late on all the Colourpop latest launches. They recently launched their new matte kind of liquid lipstick. Totally missed the boat on that, so I will have those to talk about, but they are currently sold out. So here I am with the bronzers. Let's get to talking about them. There are 6 shades within the range in total. I have 3, and they're a mix of both matte and satin finishes. I wanted to get a mixture of both because I know a lot of people really don't like shimmery bronzers. They feel like they can look just too overwhelming, kind of like a disco ball. They just prefer minimal shimmer. So I wanted to see how much additional shimmer or texture, I suppose, the satin finish had over the matte. So I picked a few of those up. The first 2, these retail for $8 by the way. They are double the size of a normal color, or the only kind of Colourpop eyeshadow that exists. But at $8, it's just a few dollars, but it's not double the price, which is really nice, especially for bronzers that you can also use as eyeshadows because they're just such nice neutral crease colors. But back to the shades I got. The first 2 I want to talk about are matte finishes. They are Skinny Dip and Bon Voyage, and I have to say that in the pan you might be able to tell somewhat of a difference. They look very similar when worn though. So Bon Voyage is this lighter, somewhat cooler bronzer, whereas Skinny Dip is a little bit deeper. If you're super fair, you might be able to tell the difference between the two when you wear them, but on my skin tone, they're identical. I definitely don't think you need both. And the other shade I got is the shimmer texture. This is the shade Poolside, and I have to say it's significantly darker, or somewhat darker than I thought it was going to be from when I saw it on the website, and I think it might be the finish. Despite the fact that there really aren't, like, you can't distinguish individual glitters or shimmer in this, it definitely has a sheen to it you can see here, and so I think it photographed a little off, which made me think it was lighter than it is, because you can see it's something that I probably won't be able to wear unless I am seriously tanning. But what that means for the entire range of bronzers as a whole is that this whole range is going to suit a wide variety of skin tones, because this isn't the deepest shade that they have. So that is great. However, something to keep in mind when you are ordering is that Poolside in particular is a little bit deeper than I think it looks online, and I think it might be due to the texture. Back to the texture though, like I said, there aren't any noticeable or obvious shimmers. It really is just has like a sheen. Like I said, you can see it in the pan over, let me hold up a matte by comparison just to see. This one kicks off a little bit more of a reflection than the matte, but it's very subtle, and the shimmer isn't overwhelming in the least. So good news for everyone who hates shimmer in their face products. As far as how these perform, I feel like that's a given. Just like the highlighters that I absolutely love and the eyeshadows, which there's gonna be a tutorial up of this now, because some of these, or all the eyeshadows that I'm wearing, are some that I picked up within this order. So obviously, I pretty much love everything that Colourpop has put out. These perform no differently. They're very smooth, creamy. They blend beautifully into powder foundation, liquid, cream, gel, you name it. They play well with every kind of texture that you can have on your face at one time. And the way I like to apply this, where did it go? Oh, I just use a normal bronzer brush. You can also use kind of an angled kabuki brush if you feel like that picks up more product, but if you really are into kind of building and layering it up, this is how I apply the look that I got today. This is from Luxie Beauty. It's the 504 large angled brush, but there are so many out there like this, and this is what I use, just your average everyday angled blush or bronzer brush. Lasting power again is pretty much the same as you would expect for the highlighters. I haven't tried the blushes yet, but highlighters, eyeshadows, no creasing, no fading, no melting away on your face, especially as it really warms up down here. I've put these to the wear test on some pretty hot days where I've been outside longer than average, I would say. It's given them plenty of time to melt off, and they haven't. Instead, because of the texture, it's almost like they kind of melt really naturally into the foundation that I'm wearing, which by the way, lately has been the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, just as a reference. So it is a liquid texture, but it just melts really nicely into it. So at the end of the day, it all kind of just looks like one second skin on top of my face. Very natural looking. It doesn't kind of melt away, which is awesome. Bottom line, 2 thumbs up for these guys. If you were curious about whether or not they were worth it or not, they're very affordable, so it's not like you're breaking the bank if you want to give them a try. I highly, highly recommend them. So that's everything from me. I really hope you guys enjoyed this review, and let me know if you want to hear my thoughts on the other things that I got in that haul. It was the, ooh, there it goes, Monday in Malibu set, and the Where the Light Is, which I feel like everyone and their brother has talked about on YouTube, but that's what I got. Have really been loving them and would be more than happy to share my thoughts on them if you want, but I just figured everyone else has, so you get the point. Thank you guys once again for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.